Hey, how's it going, folks? In my last couple of videos, I've noticed there's a strange spike on one of my videos. It's having 50 videos, 50 views, which I don't find any interesting or crazy about it. But it looks like I have to take advantage of that title, and to see how far can I go. Now, this topic is more on Chinese theory on a partner or a lifetime partner. We strongly believe that your first wife is the prosperity wife. That's the way how it goes. The first wife is the poor wife. Not like the Western world, they have like couple of divorce, and having a life like that. For example, I know the client that I'm working with, who's a multi-millionaire, who works in the barrister industry, who's known in the state, the city, live in a very good suburb in close to the city, and just say $2-3 million house. And the first marriage have 2 kids, and things didn't go well to them, and they remarried, having two daughters, and after that they divorced, and look how much headache he has to go through. He has to go through the problems of the first marriage kids, and ongoing, even though the kids are probably like my age, 28, something around there. And now the second marriage, divorce. Two of the kids is one is close to teenager, another one is below 10. So it's just a lot of mental problem if you look carefully. So Chinese, they look at marriage as a very big thing. All right, the first wife is most important. Let's go. I know it's 2 minutes in. Let's go and let's talk about it. All right. We'll look at Chinese zodiac, depending on your animal and as well what sort of element it is. Each animal, 12 years, they have cycled with different years of animal. I believe this year is tiger. My daughter was born in cow year. And you have snake, and they're just compatible. Which animal is compatible suit on yours, and as well an element. Number 2 is age. My father always said that to me. Never go on a girl older than you or same age as you. And I'm actually having a same age partner with me, and I could see some of the things that my dad taught me back in the days as coming alight. Obviously, face reading, they look at the eyes, cheeks, chin, mouth. I'm just touching my body parts, so I know. Nose, ears, and eyebrows, and they look at the hairline, forehead. They look at all that for the prosperity. They also look at the palm reading as well. What type, they determine what your future is going to be like. A saver or money loser, big events, or X, Y, and Z. You have that as well. Then you also have your 3-generation careers of the family, wealth as well, and wanting to know, are you a city or rural? Rural can be classified as first. City will be classified as the first to second and third tier. So you have that as well. So you got the first tier cities and things like that, and as well you have to look at all that. I gotta pause. They also look at the most important of the rural and the city. They look at that so they know you don't have any financial family burden or things like that. And when you look at that as well, they look at your career, your education, career matchup, as I mentioned a couple of videos of how is a pair bonding based on your profession and their profession as well. How's it go ahead? Basically just balance the chi. Those are the areas that they look at, and it's very deep as well, just to know through the whole thing. And obviously in China, if you're part of the CCP, that is the biggest bonus of the biggest bonus out of the whole thing, to be honest, if you are a very high level as well. And that's how they look at, and that's how they're married. That's why it's very difficult to marry, because it's based on the approval of the parents, and as well with the in-laws as well, because of all that matchup, and especially in today's generation, one child policy, they wanted to marry the best of the best selection out there, to bring the best, to deliver the best as well. And also, lastly but not least, how many abortions do you go through, especially for a woman? If there's more than 2 abortions, you're out of the picture as well. Why 2 abortion? I can't say 2, but it just, each time you have abortion, it destroys your internal organs. Like I said, I'm no expert. I'm pretty sure you guys can go through it. And it's all about looking at the mental health and how it increases the mental health and suicide as well. And also they got to look at, do you have any mental health as well? So all that, they all look into it very carefully in the Western world. And I wish that I followed, I'm not saying all of them, but half of it, that would be great. But so far, I know my family is not happy the way I've chosen. But you know what? I think everyone's destiny is different. And what's yours?